There he is, recording.
All right. Tiffy, look. It is June 28th, 2021. We're going to give you an update, and we got Tiffy with us today.
So this video is brought to you by Tifton
Yeah.
and Fresca. Yeah, everybody should have a can of Fresca every now and 10 years.
So why'd you get Fresca?
Because they were out of tab. No, I love Fresca. My mom used to drink it all the time when we were kids.
Yep.
And it's got 0 calories in it. And it's a grapefruit juice type drink. But it's really good. I've always liked it. Anyway, when I saw it there in the aisle, I'm like, Fresca?
Yeah.
Just go back to the 70s? Time warp?
It is actually pretty good. It's got some kind of grapefruit flavor, something citrus. So
Yeah.
I was expecting it to be complete soda water, but it has some good flavor.
Ah, see? Making a Fresca drinker out of somebody new every day.
That's right.
So we'll put that can there. By the way, Fresca's not sponsoring us directly, but I'm sure they will after they see this video.
They might send us a check.
Yeah,
All right.
So tab.
So let's see. Since we last did a video, we showed you how Shane's TPN was all hooked up. So there's his bag and his arm. So he's on his he's on a 16-hour he's on a 16-hour drip, and it's from 4 p.m. until 8 a.m. every day. So between 8 and 4, he's off of it. But then we hook him up at 4, so it's already the evening. We've already hooked him up about an hour ago.
Yep.
And he had his colonoscopy on Friday the 25th.
Mm-hmm.
It was the day before his birthday. So he went in at 8:30 on Friday morning. It was kind of scheduled only within 4 or 5 days because they called him with a cancellation. So they were able to get him in, and they told him everything looked really good. So he was hopeful that was going to be, a good colonoscopy. It was better from the one in January. So he was very excited to hear that, and he's probably going to be on the TPN for about another 4 weeks because of his prealbumin. Prealbumin level was a little bit low, so they want to give him his nutrition. This will help him with that, and he did start eating last week.
Yeah, that's the best part. I can now eat what they're calling a low residue diet, which I have no idea where they get that term from, but anyway, I can eat like chicken, rice, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Soft foods.
So you ate chicken and some rice on Monday, and a couple, he had a rotisserie chicken, and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday was just sticking with that, and then Saturday.
No. Thursday, I had to go back to, I was allowed to eat for 2.5 days, which was kind of brutal.
That's right. The prep.
And then I had to do the prep for the colonoscopy on Thursday.
That's right.
And I did a different type of prep because this was my 48th colonoscopy. That's right, 48th. And instead of using the OSPO prep, which I've used for the last 10 years, which is like 60 pills, and that's the one I actually preferred, they were out of it because for some reason, like, nobody likes it. And
his insurance was going to jack him up too.
Oh, that's right. So they have this other thing called Suprep, which is pretty much similar to it, only it has, 20, I think it was 24 pills. Like 20 pills the first part of it, and then 20 pills the second part of it. But instead of taking those pills over the course of 2 hours like the other prep does, this thing called Suprep, you take like all 20 pills within 15 minutes, and with like just one 16-ounce thing of water. And I figured, okay, great. And they didn't have that nasty taste to the pills like the other ones did, so I was real happy about that. But it was like 20 minutes after I got done with the last of the pills, I'm sitting there, and I thought for sure I was going to heave them up. I mean, it's just, I think that's why they spaced out the other ones, so it's a little bit less harsh on your stomach. But this one, I mean, I had to do everything I could to keep it down. I was walking around the house trying to, think about other things.
He was going to throw it up. That was the problem. It made him nauseous.
And I was worried that I was going to throw it up, and then, I'd be out of luck because that's all I had.
Right.
So fortunately I didn't, and the next go around for the, that's the other thing, you can't sleep when you're taking the Suprep. You started at 6 p.m. and then you're in the restroom till midnight, and then at 2 a.m. or a little bit later than that, and then at 2 a.m. you got to take the rest of it, and then you're in there until you leave for the colonoscopy at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. So didn't sleep at all. So
Yep, so you got knocked out for the colonoscopy. 2 hours later, I picked him up, and then he just slept the whole rest of the day on Friday. So,
yeah, well, I finally got up about 6, I think.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
maybe around there.
Yep.
So anyway, and then I was ready to partay for my birthday weekend. So yeah,
Yep.
so she got me all kinds of awesome presents. I got a sign. Ooh, grab the sign over there.
Yeah.
I can't roll around that fast with this TPN bag strapped to me. So I got this awesome sign. That's me. And and I got another sign to hang up in the garage for a Ford F-250 and a couple Harley shirts. And then she surprised me with an appointment at the Humane Society to go look for a new dog. So it's been over a year since we lost Foster, so she figured it was about time. And you know, she's right. I just, you know, I was a little unsure. So we did. We went down there and looked, and I just didn't see a dog that jumped out at me. And then we were scheduled to go to we were at the Eastern SPCA on Saturday on my birthday, and then we had an appointment to go to the West Humane Society, where there's like 400 dogs there. And we were looking for a dog, you know, not a puppy, just a younger dog, and you know, something to be safe with the cats. But yeah, so we were planning on going on Sunday, but the events of Saturday prevented us from doing that. So we went out Saturday morning to get breakfast at the Cracker Barrel, and it was good. I didn't eat that much. We split a breakfast, so you know, I wasn't, because they give you a whole ton of food. And I started taking this new tablet that you take with the meal, hycocyanine, and it's supposed to, you know, help your stomach from spazzing or whatever. And it worked. I'm like, all right, I feel pretty good after eating. So we went and looked at dogs and saw a couple of them, and you know, we're trying to make our decision and whatnot. And then we decided, okay, we'll go to the other place on Wednesday and see what they have. So then I'd been seeing these commercials when I was in the hospital. I wanted to go where everybody knew my name, Applebees.
Welcome back.
It was a big mistake.
Yeah.
They don't show the guy heaving from food poisoning at the end of the Applebees
yeah,
commercial.
I think he.
I got food poisoning.
Yeah, because he wound up in the hospital yesterday.
Yeah, good times.
We went to the ER
Like to thank Applebee's.
only because here it was 6 a.m. Sunday morning. He's throwing up. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. He's throwing up like big time. So we were having flashbacks of what happened 7 years ago when he had a colonoscopy on a Friday, and then on a Sunday had to be rushed to the hospital. You know, went to the hospital, and of course that's when he had his bowel resection and, you know, almost died of septic. So, you know, he's on the phone with Fat Todd on Sunday morning.
Sunday, yeah.
And Todd's like, maybe you should call your doctor. So he did, and sure enough, he's like, yeah, if you don't feel better by noon, you probably should go. So he went at noon. We took him up there to the hospital around between 12 and 1. And anyway, we did have him. They did a CT scan. They checked, you know, to make sure he didn't have any kind of blockage, which he didn't, luckily. And the good news is his fever had gone away, because he had a fever, and his fever had gone away, and there was no pain, but yet we wanted to make sure. So they did a double check. You know, they did the CT scan. So we got back home last night around 5:30, 6 o'clock. Made sure that we picked up his prescription before we came home, and then anyways, and then today I was off today because we took Monday. Today's Monday, and it was just for his birthday weekend. I thought, hey, let's just take off Monday
Because we were going to keep partying.
So I'm so glad I did, because yesterday was a kind of a loss, but you know, today we got to relax and just kind of hung out, and it was fun.
Yeah.
So we did some stuff today around the house, and
Yep.
it was a relaxing day, so it was good. So this is kind of our Sunday. So we go back to work tomorrow, but it's only a 4-day week, because next weekend it's going to be 4th of July weekend, so that'll be cool.
Yep.
So,
Yeah. So we get another 3-day weekend. So hopefully
Yeah.
the next one, it's
Yep.
the 3-day weekend.
three-day
So
weekend.
hopefully next weekend will be a lot better and I won't be sick. So I feel pretty good. I think it was a combination of food poisoning, because I had the Applebee's riblets, and I don't know. It
I
just
should not have had that.
what's that?
Probably should not have had that.
Yeah,
but-
probably did. And everything else we both ate the same thing. The riblets were the only spot where I deviated and had something else. So she's been fine, and then I'm like ready to die.
Yeah.
So, it was a coincidence, and I was taking that new tablet that the doctor, gave me, so could have been a combination of that. But
Yep.
yeah, Applebee's. Guess I mean I still want to go back there because everybody knows my name, but
Maybe not for the riblets.
yeah, I'm gonna have the riblets that next time.
Yeah.
And then what do we do? Oh, today we discovered a new restaurant called Time Out by Sportsman's Warehouse, and she found it on the internet. And the reason we selected that place was because it had good reviews, and they're true American patriots, where they don't require masks and they allow you to carry open carry in there. I mean, the owner was walking around with a handgun strapped to her, so
Yep.
nothing says America more than that.
Yeah, it was a great place.
Freedom.
And we enjoyed it. It was fun.
Yeah, it was very nice. And we they were running a thing to support the local police and I think firemen too, where you buy meals for them. So we both purchased a meal for the firemen and police officers, and they're to be delivered, I guess, on the 17th. They're having a big appreciation banquet for them, and so Time Out's involved in that. They're also supplying some food of their own.
Yeah.
So it's a good deal. Yeah, I felt good about it.
Yep. So it was a great weekend, and
Except for that, except for being in the hospital.
Except
But
for being in the hospital.
the good thing is I'm not still in the hospital. That was my main. What's the cat playing with?
I don't know. I'll find
Never know with that cat. So yeah, the good thing is they didn't keep me in the hospital. I wasn't in pain like I was before, and I also didn't have the rigorous tremors where that was another thing where I'm shaking so bad that I can't control myself.
Right.
I mean, nothing. I can't even walk.
Yeah.
So I didn't have that. I had a slight chill, just briefly, and then
And
I
you
had
did
the
have a
fever.
fever.
Yeah, I had a fever for about 6-7 hours, and it went up to 101.8.
Yeah.
So usually 103 is when you go to the hospital. But yeah, it worked out. It worked out well. So can't complain. I'm home. I'm allowed to eat, a little bit of food, but they're keeping me on this, so it's all good.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
So back to work tomorrow. But 3-day weekend. Yay.
Yay. All right.
All right. My wife's awesome. All right. We'll see y'all later.
Bye bye.
Mm.